A windstorm is hitting right now with the force of a major hurricane, and it's crossing the entire United States as we speak. This storm is already bringing winds of 142 miles per hour. That's not out in the ocean, that's over land. And it's impacting travel, your daily lives, and bringing a lot of strong winds, blizzards, and power outages across the country. In the next 2 minutes, I'm going to show you why this storm has been stronger than expected. At the 5-minute mark, you'll learn about the 330,000 homes without power right now. And at the 7-minute mark, I'll reveal what's coming for Christmas week. But first, let me show you what's happening right now, because I've been forecasting this windstorm all week long, and it's exceeded even my expectations. Right now, it's hitting across the central and north-central plains. This continues today and into tonight. We're already getting winds into the 80s right now, and that's nothing compared to what we just had. Take a look at all these high wind warnings coming across the central and north-central plains. We also have blizzard warnings in all of these red areas: Minnesota, the Dakotas, and Montana. We've got winter storm watches because we do have some winter weather coming through. Over here across the Ohio Valley and Mississippi Valley toward the Ohio Valley, we're seeing the chance for high winds coming as well, and toward the northeast as we go through Friday. Down here in the south, you've got a lot of fog over Texas, Louisiana, a little bit of Oklahoma, and southern Arkansas. But the big story is going to be these winds. These winds are so powerful, you really need to watch out for anything in your yard that could become a projectile. Thank you once again to everybody that shared my videos all week, because you're about to see just how strong these winds are. In fact, let me show you this video sent by David Erickson. Link is in the description. Look how all these trees just toppled over, like dominoes, just knocked down one after another. Our highest wind so far was out of Coldwater Ridge, Washington, and we're talking about a major hurricane strength, 142 miles per hour. Mount Hood, Oregon hit 138 miles per hour. Pigtail Peak, Washington recorded 114, 102, and 99 miles per hour. Now those are wind gusts, not sustained winds. But still, these are very powerful wind gusts passing through. As Colossians chapter 3 verses 8 through 15 remind us, put off all these, anger, wrath, malice, put on therefore, as the elect of God, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. In times like these, when nature shows its power, we need that charity, that kindness, that forbearance with one another. And we still have a lot of power outages to talk about. We still have over 330,000 homes right now in the US without power. It's starting to hit really hard in Colorado. But this is coming across the central and north-central plains too, so be aware of possible power outages today. Here are your states without power this morning. Washington still has significant outages from earlier, Oregon as well, and now Colorado is getting hit hard. We also have that other atmospheric river hitting the Pacific Northwest today. And remember, we have that next storm still coming for next week that's going to go down through Oregon, especially down California and into some of Arizona. River flooding is expected to continue all the way through at least Saturday. This is the rainfall amount for the next 24 hours, from 4 a.m. this morning all the way to 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, showing a wide area of 3 to 4 plus inches of rainfall. If you're in a flood-prone area, please make sure you have an evacuation plan. Don't wait until water is rising to figure out where you're going. This storm is still coast to coast. You can see as we go into next week, that next storm system coming in is going to bring more flooding for Oregon and start going down California. This will also linger right into Arizona as well. The National Weather Service put this out at 3 a.m. this morning. Expect chances of 50 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts for much of the northern and central plains and central Rockies. Numerous power outages, property damage, and dangerous travel for high-profile vehicles. Please be aware of this. If you're driving a semi-truck, cargo van, anything tall, these conditions are extremely dangerous. Now, there are those blizzard conditions I showed you at the beginning. A powerful low-pressure system will bring high winds up to 70 miles per hour with moderate snowfall. These gusty winds will shift toward the northeast as we go through tomorrow. This is bringing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, locally heavy rain, and lake-effect snow, which will cause more power outages and travel problems, even travel delays at airports. You can see for today, it's still bringing a lot of strong winds from the central to north-central plains, especially into the Rockies. As we go into this afternoon, we're bringing chances for 40 to 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts for the Ohio Valley going out through the Great Lakes. Tomorrow shows more strong winds going all the way toward the northeast. It's going to be another day of very powerful winds, and this could overperform once again. We could get cyclogenesis, a strengthening low pressure, which brings even stronger winds. Let me show you the wind forecast with the high-resolution model. You can see for today, showing chances for over 100 miles per hour wind gusts. Some areas showing over 110. Now, normally you would downgrade this just a little bit because models always run a bit high. But 100 to 110 mile per hour wind gusts are possible because of the history of this storm system. It's been overperforming all week. You can see this is for western South Dakota and the higher elevations into Colorado. Please be aware of these winds. As it goes further toward the east later this evening through tomorrow, bringing chances for 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts across the Ohio Valley, Great Lakes, and mid-Mississippi Valley. The higher elevations of the Appalachians could see 50 to 60 miles per hour plus, all the way toward the northeast with 50 to 60 miles per hour plus. You see that brown shading? That's 70 mile per hour winds. Now, the National Weather Service doesn't have anything out for storms across the southeast for today. But I'm showing there is a chance with the NAM model. This is not a forecast from National Weather Service, but this is a possibility of chances for supercells to form, bringing you chances for a quick spin-up of a tornado, especially where there's a little heightened risk over here for the Florida Panhandle and right along the South Carolina and North Carolina coast. You can see as we go through this morning all the way toward lunchtime, very cold air starts coming through. All this blue right here is your freezing line. So there's going to be a lot of cold wind chills coming with that as well. We're starting to get a strong front, bringing more chances for winds across the mid-Mississippi, Ohio Valley, and Great Lakes. You're starting to get some strong cells coming off the Gulf over here for the southeast, for the Florida Panhandle, and some of Alabama, where you could get a quick spin-up, while you're getting that other atmospheric system right along the Pacific Northwest at 989 millibars, bringing more flooding and more heavy snow for today. As you go through later tonight into tomorrow morning, you see not only did the cold front not change, it kept coming in the whole time, even for your highs. This storm right here with the winds did not change either. It just built up all night long into the early morning hours. You go all the way to later in the evening with some strong cells coming across the Carolinas. For tomorrow, Friday morning, that will persist across the mid-Atlantic, bringing more chances for a quick spin-up right here for North Carolina. Bringing that colder air in, but it's also bringing chances for these winds all the way toward the northeast. As all this moisture and these storms pivot right toward the northeast, it's bringing a little bit of snow. Lake effect snow is going to come out of that. It'll go all the way toward New England Friday evening with these cold temperatures as well. Let me show you the temperatures. Waking up real cold this morning, even those negative temperatures moving through from Canada. As you go through your highs tonight, it comes in even deeper. So even your highs are going to be very cold. All the way till tomorrow morning, it comes all the way into the mid-Mississippi Valley, all the way toward Oklahoma, Arkansas, northern Mississippi, bringing in those 20s and still bringing those single digits and negative temperatures for the central, north central, and Midwest. Now, once we go through the wind chills, same thing as you wake up this morning. Very cold wind chills, not only for the northeast, but feeling like minus 20 degrees over here for the north central. As you go through your highs for today, it's going to continuously push in. You're going to stay cold all day long. Watch out for the blizzards. You'll get chances for that snow all the way till tomorrow morning where it pushes all the way through toward the southern half of the U.S. A lot of very cold wind chills, bringing in those negative wind chills all across the Corn Belt and Ohio Valley, Great Lakes. Over here for the Dakotas and Minnesota, just feeling like minus 20 to minus 30 degree wind chills. As Psalm 91 tells us, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress." In these dangerous conditions, we need that refuge, that fortress. You can see the weather pattern we're in. We have this high pressure over here in the Pacific. Remember, high pressure goes clockwise, so this is bringing all the moisture in this direction. While we're getting that storm system for the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes going out through the Northeast, bringing all this flooding. While you get another low-pressure system over here by British Columbia, bringing that flooding all the way till tomorrow. As we go into next week, we're going to stay more in this zonal flow. It's going to be a little bit better on your weather. But it's also going to be right before Christmas, where the high pressure is going to move across Mexico and the south central states. You're going to get a big warm-up. But at the same time, it's going to bring all this moisture and storms right along this direction. You can see that pivot of that deep trough bringing that next storm system toward the west coast. That next atmospheric river you're going to have as that storm system comes in right before Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, bringing some strong storms. This is bringing a lot of strong impacts. You can see the latest update here. All the way from Christmas time through New Year's Eve, a big below-average cold anomaly is going to move through for Alaska toward British Columbia. The rainfall on the west coast is going to shift with the atmospheric river. Not only is the whole west coast, including Arizona, at slight risk, you have a big moderate level of risk going all down the west coast, from northern to southern. But you have this high risk that's growing all the way from Washington, all over again, all the way down central and southern California. Please be aware, I've been posting about this for a week or so. This is showing a strong system still coming through. You've got a big problem coming. And the winds have grown. Look at the moderate level risk. We're having two sections as we get that deeper trough coming through, showing it'll be for the southern half of the lower 48 as well as the northern half. Be aware these are some strong winds, very high winds. You even have a slight risk over here for Alaska going toward British Columbia. Another powerful system as we go through next week. And still bringing in a lot of snow, anywhere from 5 to 10 feet of snow. You can see right here in all the slight risk going all the way down toward the Four Corners. You can see the moderate level risk in pink for the West Coast higher elevation. But over here, really in the higher peaks for Washington and California, you're in that high risk. That's where you can see anywhere from 6 to 7, maybe even 8 feet or more. The latest update from the Climate Prediction Center for the next 6 to 10 days, all the way to after Christmas, the 27th of December, shows a big above-average anomaly going further south down the southwest. This is bringing that next atmospheric river we've been talking about for quite some time. You have that below-average anomaly from the Central Plains all the way toward the south and especially the southeast. With temperatures all the way to the 27th, the next 6 to 10 days has grown even bigger. That below-average anomaly across the north has dissipated. A big above-average anomaly is going to kick in when we get this pattern. You see, it's going all the way toward the end of the month, into the very beginning of January. Literally, in 6 days, as we go toward Christmas Eve, is when that next storm system is coming along the west coast. We're talking about another 982 millibar storm. This is a big problem, California. Make sure you're paying attention. You've got all the moisture banding coming from the southwest right here. This will bring a possible tornado if these winds kick up because of something called speed shear. Plus, you see the storms going all the way toward Northern California. This is early in the morning on Wednesday. Next Wednesday coming, Christmas Eve. By the time you go through lunchtime, you see it kicks in even deeper. This is where you have another threat go further south down California with these strong winds. It gets cyclogenesis. So you get from a 982 down to a 980. We get a strengthening low pressure. This will bring some very dangerous winds right close toward that core. Now, there are a lot of people traveling, getting ready for the holidays. Thank you so much to everyone that's been helping me all week long alert people to this windstorm, because now you see the impacts of it, and it's actually stronger than expected, way stronger. Here's what you need to do. If you're in the path of these winds today, secure everything. Yard items become projectiles. Lawn furniture, decorations, trash cans, secure or bring inside. Have power? Charge all devices now. Outages expected to grow. 330,000 homes already dark. Authorities working restore service. But with winds this strong, crews can't safely work lines. Takes time. Traveling today in high-profile vehicle? Reconsider. 50 to 80 mile per hour winds make driving semis, cargo vans, SUVs extremely dangerous. Vehicles blown off roads in these conditions. Blizzard warnings. Minnesota, Dakotas, Montana, serious. Wind chills -20 to -30. Blowing snow, whiteout conditions. Travel not recommended. Pacific Northwest. More atmospheric river flooding today. 3 to 4 inches rain, flood-prone areas. Near river, monitor levels closely. Evacuation plan ready. Don't wait. Ohio Valley, Great Lakes, storm hits tomorrow. 40 to 50 mile per hour winds, lake effects snow, cold, crashing behind. Friday morning, dangerous travel. Northeast, hit Friday. 50 to 60 mile per hour winds. Maybe 70 higher elevations. More outages expected. Cold air brings negative wind chills behind. Next week to Christmas, pattern shifts. Big warm-up coming, but California, major problem. 982 millibar storm Christmas Eve brings hurricane-force winds, torrential rain, possible tornadoes, 6 to 8 feet snow, higher elevations, catastrophic flooding lower. Traveling California for Christmas? Monitor closely. Conditions dangerous. Alaska, British Columbia. Big cold Christmas through New Year. Below average temps. Active storms. Heavy snow. Rest of country. Warm up Christmas week. Above average widespread. Good holiday travel east of Rockies. West Coast, very active. This windstorm stronger than expected all week. 142 mile per hour winds. Trees toppling. 330,000 without power growing. Forecasting this for week. Warning everyone. Prepared or safe, didn't or struggling. As Matthew reminds us, build your house on the rock. Prepare. Take warnings seriously. This storm proves why that matters. Stay safe today and tomorrow. Help your neighbors. Share this information. And remember, all glory goes to God, our Father in heaven, Yahweh. He keeps us safe through every storm. Until tomorrow, God bless and stay safe.